welcome to a new video. We've been on the road for 9 months now, so we thought we'd do a Q&A. We posted on social media for you guys to ask us some questions, which you've done.
Months ago, mind you.
Finally got around to recording it, so yeah, here it is.
Alright, first question. Something you have used a lot more than you thought you would, and something you thought would be essential that you haven't really used.
So on the setup, we've kind of used everything that we thought we would, haven't we? Really. There's nothing that we haven't used. I think because we had the 6-week kind of trial run and then we headed back to Brisbane, we could kind of cut what we didn't use then, didn't we? So,
yeah, and even then it wasn't that much.
no. But the one thing I'd say we do use more than we thought we would be the tool drawer.
Yeah.
So like running repairs on the trailer, the car, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad I brought all the tools that I did because I've used quite a few.
I thought it was a bit extreme at first, but it has come in handy a lot of times. And I think we've just used it so much recently that we've just had a run of breakdowns, which isn't ideal, but anyway, it happens.
Yeah, but yeah, that's probably the thing that we didn't think we'd use as much of. What was the second part?
And something that you haven't really used.
You can say what you want to say.
Chainsaw. I don't know why we bought this bloody chainsaw, but Elliot insisted on it. Anyway, it's been sitting on our roof, never used it in 8 months, but you still think we might use it, right?
Maybe.
he can't get rid of it.
One day. We have a little handsaw that we mainly use, but yeah, that's done us pretty good, hasn't it?
Yeah, and the other thing that we don't really use that much is probably the shower tent, but I'd say that's more of, it is an essential, non-essential, right?
Yeah.
Only because there's showers in a lot of places. You can find a shower pretty easy, and when we're out camping we kind of like to seclude ourselves anyway, so we just shower nude.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or
in nature.
Or in our jocks.
Yeah, in togs, jocks. So yeah, you need a shower tent, but we find we don't use it that often.
No. Yeah, unless we're set up like today, we've got it set up.
But yeah, 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright. Next question is, where has been your top 3 places to visit? Do you know where your place is?
Well, we always say Vic High Country.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Vic High Country was definitely the best, mainly because there's so many other places we didn't get to see.
Yeah. So we spent 4 or 5 days there.
Yeah.
And saw...
Which isn't enough.
No, not at all. That's one of the places that we'd love to go back to. There's always more things to see, more things to do. We had a great time there. The 4-wheel driving was awesome. That was so much fun. The huts that you come across, just the free camps were awesome. Camped up by the creek.
Yeah.
The views, yeah, it was really cool. Dargo pub, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all very nice out that way.
Yeah. What else? Top 3. So that's number 1.
Well, we just came from Lawn Hill.
Yeah, we've only
Very
just been
nice.
there last week. We really loved that place.
Yeah.
Lawn
I don't
Hill
know if
was
it's because
beautiful.
we've just come from somewhere where there's like no swimming holes or anything.
Yeah, maybe. But it was still beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice area, but the swimming, I did enjoy the swimming.
Yeah, and we probably really liked our trip in tropical North Queensland, far North Queensland as a whole, I would say. I know it's not a specific place, but maybe, yeah, just that place in a whole. There's so many swimming holes so close together.
Yep.
Beautiful scenery. Yeah,
Yeah, lots to do.
always something to
And
do.
it's nice weather.
Yeah,
We like
all year
Queensland
round.
weather.
All right, question 3. What are some obstacles you've come across while travelling?
The main one would be mechanical issues.
Yeah, that's all I can really think of. There hasn't really been any
No,
issues. And even our mechanical issues,
haven't been that bad.
no, I wouldn't even say it's a issue. It's just more of an inconvenience.
Yeah, so we've had belt problems, which has been ongoing, but we may have fixed that now. A few punctures, but that's expected. And the last one was the alternator. So the alternator bolted snapped, meaning we had to replace the alternator. But other than that, no issues.
Don't think so. Just loving life out here.
Yeah. Issues, maybe money. Money issues.
Working, the downside.
Yeah, but no, other than that, all good.
Yeah. Next question, do you miss your dogs? Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
So much. I wish we could travel with them and it would be an awesome experience to be able to do that, but you don't know our dogs. Our dogs are the biggest shitheads you have ever come across. Not from lack of trying either. We have tried we've had these two little Cavaliers for 6 or 7 years and we've tried to train them, but Cavaliers are just known to be dumb and these dogs have nothing there, which is why we love them.
Yeah.
But no, they're living the best life with my parents.
Yeah.
They're loving it, being spoilt, and yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I think travelling with them would limit us to where we could go.
Certain places, yeah.
Yeah, it would just be a bit of a hassle. Yeah,
But, yeah, it is a long time not to see them.
I know.
You do miss them though.
Yeah. Alright, enough about dogs. I could talk about them all day.
Yes.
Next question. Do you want to do it? Can't you read my writing? It's
Okay.
got a bit messy.
Alright, so next question. Do you question your life and what you want to do with it more now that you have done what you have done? Which answers? I don't reckon it does. Or in certain ways, I suppose, for me personally, I think more, like life should be more about exploring and not working, I suppose, which is what
Yeah.
we've done, but even more so now. Like,
Yeah, like when we're working, we're always planning holidays, planning little trips away.
yeah,
But you were working every weekend.
yes, yeah. So, I suppose in that sense, I would like to have more time off on the weekend to do more stuff like this in the future.
Yeah, life's not all about working.
Yeah, so that's my. But in the sense, but outside of like working, it hasn't really changed me that much.
No, I'm kind of excited to get home and get a house and all the things that we should be doing this age.
Yeah. Yep. Good one.
Alright, next question. Top 5 must-haves.
Other than the standard stuff like your fridge and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, you need a fridge. That's a must-have.
That is a must-have, but that's a common one.
Yeah.
We'll try and think out of the box. Probably tools, from experience.
Yeah.
I've got a whole drawer full of tools, and I think I'll probably run through that in another video. What I've got in there and what I've used and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
probably tools is a must-have for mechanical issues. I would hate to have been broken down and not have the tools. So
Yeah.
a wide range of tools for one. Other thing is solar panels. So we originally only had one solar panel on the car and it wasn't enough. We got 2 fridges, one in the car, one in the camper. And the car fridge would always be fine because it had the solar, but it would never charge the batteries in the camper. So I brought another solar for the camper, so without them we wouldn't be able to free camp. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm glad we bought them. Enough solar panels to keep you going. We could be out here for weeks and not have any issues.
if we had a constant stream of groceries, we could.
And water.
And water, yeah.
Otherwise, a bit of a silly one, but I love my dustpan and brush. I'm a bit of a clean freak, and that thing is a godsend. You just dust off everything. Considering we don't have a vacuum. I'd love a vacuum, but that's the next best thing. Bit of a weird one, but that's my must-have. And another one I can think of is clothes for all seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We originally planned for summer the whole way around, but didn't end up like that. We ended up buying a heap of clothes in Adelaide, didn't we?
Yeah, for warm weather.
We had probably 2 months of quite cold weather compared to what we thought we'd have, so
Yeah, like freezing weather. Sometimes the coldest night, I think it was -2. Yeah, in the middle of Australia. So yeah, pack for all seasons. Plus, we didn't really have warm clothes coming from Queensland anyway, so I didn't really have stuff to bring in the first place. We needed to buy it.
but yeah, even though you plan for summer, you're probably still going to hit winter at some point.
Yeah.
Alright, next question. How do you fund your trip? So originally we had some savings. We kind of saved up. We got married coming up to 2 years ago, and we saved for like a whole year after that.
Yeah, 12 months we were just saving.
Also spending, but saving.
Yeah.
And that's kind of got us pretty much to where we are now. We're kind of dwindling. But we did plan on working in Adelaide because we had family there we could stay with. So Tia worked in a hospital down in Adelaide,
Yeah.
multiple hospitals.
Yeah, I was nursing.
I unfortunately didn't find a job in Adelaide, but we are now a couple of days away from going to work on a cattle station.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of been a bucket list thing
yeah,
for us on this trip.
we've always kind of said we wanted to do it on the trip. So yeah,
For the experience, it's probably not great money. We'll probably save a bit because you're not spending anything there. You're literally there with nothing around. And we're given food and accommodation. So that's probably a good thing if you're looking at doing this trip. Get on a cattle station because all the money that you earn, you save.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can't wait to get there, hey?
Yep.
A couple of days.
Should be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're doing to fund the trip. We might have to work down the track again to get back home. So yeah, we'll just take it, see how it goes, see how we go.
We don't know where we'll work. We don't know what we'll do.
No.
We'll
So,
decide a couple of months down the track.
yep.
Next question, how long do you plan to travel for? So we're thinking maybe like 18 months-ish.
Yeah. So we set off in October 2017.
No, 2018.
October 2018. No. Yes, October 2018. And we plan on getting back July 2020.
Yeah, maybe.
Roughly. Maybe. We'll see how we go. It's still a year, like, to think we've kind of done all of kind of Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, save Australia. We've only got WA to go, really.
Well, we've only done half of Northern Territory.
Yeah. But, yeah, we've still kind of said another year. We do plan on doing the Cape at the end of the trip, so dry seasons from, like, May, June, probably more June onwards. So we'll see how we go. If we make it back to Brisbane before June, we'll probably go up to the Cape anyway and do that before we settle back in and find work again.
Yeah. So short answer, we don't really have a strict plan, but
Just like everything else.
yeah, 18 months, we'll see how we go.
Yeah. Alright. Next question. Anything you would change about your setup?
Probably not.
No.
Really? It
No.
works for us.
Yeah.
I like it.
The only thing that we wouldn't change it because we can't change it, but we've seen the newer camper trailers do seem to all have better. They're just all ran
Accessories.
better.
Yeah.
So, you know, they've got the roof rack. Everything's kind of better than our camper trailer, but that's changing the setup completely. That's getting something new.
Yeah, a new camper trailer. That would be nice.
Yeah.
With new accessories, but
In this current setup, I think we're pretty well setup.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
There's nothing we would kind of change.
We like it. We like having the camper trailer, even though it does slow us down a little bit towing it. But we like the camper trailer because when we get somewhere, we like to stay there for a couple of days anyway. We don't really like these nightly stopovers. It just gets a bit too much. So having the camper trailer as your base, you can just come home and chill out in the afternoon without having to set anything up. And it's been really good having that little extra bit of sitting space inside.
Yeah.
In certain times, obviously we sit outside as much as we can, but if it's raining
Or windy.
windy's
the worst.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass when it's windy. Or flies.
Yeah.
To get out of the flies or any insects, it's
Yeah.
just nice to be able to sit in there and be able to do what you need to do in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't get, like, the camper is kind of our ideal thing to travel with
I think so.
on this trip.
Yeah.
Rooftop tent would be a bit limiting, like Tia said. We like kind of having an inside place to sit if we need it.
Yeah. And we've done swag. We've been in swags before, which is fine for short trips.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Again, your forums are that same thing where you don't have inside space unless you put up an awning and
Yeah. And a caravan would be nice, but way out of our budget.
yeah. That's it.
Next question. What did you do to your car to get it ready for the trip? I'll leave that one to you.
Yeah. So when I brought this a year and a half ago, and it was granny spec, so nothing on it, no snorkel, nothing. There's nothing on it. So I've kind of done everything to it. So turbo, snorkel, bull bar, side steps, drawers, roof rack, solar setup, battery setup, all has been done
Everything.
within 9 months by myself. So it was a bit of a task. I hate paying for something that I can do myself, so I ended up installing everything.
Yeah.
And
it was a big job.
there was a few nights there where, yeah, we went well into the PM, and then wake up early the next morning and keep going. And want to say thank you to Jamie and Adam for help sometimes.
Not much help was going on there.
No, but they came over anyway. So yeah, that's what I did. Got it all ready. Did it myself.
Saved us a lot of money.
Saved us a lot of money. Also spent a lot of money.
Yeah. Alright, next question. How do you decide where to go next? So before we left on this trip, we had a general idea of where the direction we wanted to go. So after our 6 weeks in North Queensland, we headed off in January, which meant we couldn't go north, being the wet season up there. So that kind of decided for us we'd head south. And we were planning to just do a clockwise direction. However, plans have changed. We've shot up the middle. And that's the great thing about this. We don't have any plans and we can just go wherever we want, when we want.
Yeah.
But how do we plan where to go next? My main thing where I find places to go is Instagram. That's my go-to. Number one, always on Instagram, following other travelers doing the same trip as us, following other like tourism pages. That's really helpful as well. When you get to an area, check that out. Otherwise, information centres, they've always got heaps of handy tips on where to go, where you should be going next. Other travellers, people love telling you where they've gone, where they've been, what they love, what they didn't like so much.
And we use WikiCamps to find the next campsites.
Yeah.
So WikiCamps generally has everything from free camps to caravan parks. So that's what we use to find our
if you don't have Wiki, get on it.
Yeah. Alright, so that is the end of the Q&A. We do have a lot of new subscribers since we asked you to ask us the questions. So if you have a question, comment down below and we'll answer them for you. Thanks for watching.
Cheers, guys.